In the vast, ever-shifting tapestry of the Warhammer universe, few forces command as much intrigue and dread as the enigmatic powers of chaos. Amid the swirling maelstrom of entropy and ambition, one figure stands apart, a being whose essence embodies change, cunning, and the inexorable pull of destiny. This is Tzeentch, the changer of ways, whose inscrutable designs ripple through the fabric of reality, influencing events both grand and minute. Before we delve into the intricacies of Tzeentch's aims, it is essential to set the stage with a broad perspective on the cosmic landscape in which his presence is felt. Imagine a realm where the rules of existence are not static, but are continuously rewritten by forces beyond mortal comprehension. This is a universe in perpetual flux, where the boundaries of time, fate, and possibility blur, and where the struggle for power is fought not only on battlefields, but also in the hidden corridors of destiny itself. In this environment, every moment is a convergence of chaos and order, and every decision can set off a chain reaction with far-reaching consequences. At the heart of this ever-changing reality lies the concept of change itself. The very essence of transformation, evolution, and unforeseen opportunity permeates every corner of existence. It is within this context that Tzeentch emerges, not as a mere harbinger of destruction, but as a master manipulator of fate, weaving intricate schemes that challenge the notion of fixed outcomes. His realm is one of mutable energies and shifting alliances, where the only certainty is the unpredictability of what comes next. For those seeking to understand the main goal of Tzeentch, it is crucial to appreciate that his ambitions extend beyond simple acts of malice or domination. His purpose is not confined to the accumulation of power in a conventional sense. Instead, it is entwined with the very concept of transformation. Tzeentch is the embodiment of perpetual change, a force that both disrupts and inspires, dismantles established orders, and paves the way for new realities. In his domain, every transformation is a potential opportunity, every upheaval a chance to reimagine what is possible. This narrative is not merely about conflict or conquest. It is about the fundamental nature of existence in a universe where change is the only constant. The intrigue surrounding Tzeentch is heightened by his ability to see beyond the immediate, to understand the hidden patterns and subtle shifts that govern the flow of time and fate. His influence can be felt in the quiet moments of decision as much as in the thunderous clash of armies, a testament to his far-reaching impact on the cosmos. As we prepare to explore the various facets of this grand design, it is important to remember that the story of Tzeentch is woven into the larger tapestry of chaos, a narrative that encompasses myriad factions, timeless rivalries, and the eternal interplay of light and darkness. Each element within this saga plays its part, contributing to the overarching theme of transformation and the relentless pursuit of a destiny that is as elusive as it is compelling. In setting the stage, we acknowledge that the details of this cosmic drama are as layered and intricate as the forces that drive it. The essence of Tzeentch's ambition is not confined to a single, easily defined goal. It is a multifaceted pursuit that invites endless speculation and interpretation. This prologue serves as an invitation, a call to immerse oneself in a realm where every shadow holds a secret and every turning point promises new revelations. As you embark on this journey of discovery, prepare to navigate a narrative rich with allegory and symbolism. The tale of Tzeentch is not just a chronicle of power and ambition. It is a meditation on the nature of change itself. It challenges us to reconsider our understanding of fate and the limits of control, urging us to look beyond the immediate and embrace the potential for transformation inherent in every moment. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into the forces at play, the key players involved, and the pivotal events that shape this ongoing saga. For now, let this prologue serve as the opening notes of a symphony that resonates with the promise of mystery, the thrill of the unknown, and the ever-present allure of transformation. A journey into the heart of change where Tzeentch reigns supreme. Across the myriad threads of influence and ambition, several distinct groups have emerged as key participants in the unfolding narrative centered on Tzeentch's ultimate aim. These factions, each representing a unique facet of the broader cosmological struggle, contribute to a complex tapestry where the pursuit of transformation and the mastery of change serve as the common thread. Their roles are defined by an unyielding devotion to the principles of evolution and the rearrangement of order, and they occupy positions that span both the mortal realm and the more ethereal domains of existence. One faction is composed of zealous devotees whose loyalty is anchored in the promise of personal evolution and the attainment of forbidden knowledge. These followers actively seek the secrets of transformation, drawn by the allure of esoteric wisdom that promises a shift in their own destinies. Their belief system is built on the conviction that embracing the unpredictable nature of change can unlock hidden potential within themselves. Functioning as conduits for the divine flux, they channel the raw energies that Tzeentch embodies and serve as both seekers and custodians of transformative lore. In tandem with these fervent disciples, another group operates on a subtler plane, utilizing the arcane arts to decipher and manipulate the underlying currents of fate. This circle of mystics and sorcerers is united by a shared understanding of the intricate interplay between cause and consequence. They perceive the world as a vast chessboard where every move reverberates with potential, and they strive to anticipate the cascade of events set in motion by the forces of change. Their expertise in harnessing and redirecting mystical energies positions them as invaluable strategists who contribute to the grand design with insights that transcend the ordinary flow of time and circumstance. Beyond the realm of mortals, a formidable legion of supernatural entities stands as another pillar within this multifaceted framework. These beings, born of the raw essence of chaos, exist as the living embodiment of transformative power. Their presence serves as a constant reminder that change in its purest form is both creative and destructive. They act as agents of disruption, their mere existence challenging the established order and heralding the birth of new realities. Their roles are not confined to the realm of mere physical conflict. Instead, they engage in an intricate dance that reshapes the metaphysical boundaries of what is possible, reflecting the ever-shifting nature of destiny itself. A further group of participants is comprised of those who operate in the shadows, wielding subterfuge and guile as their primary weapons. These covert operatives, often working behind the scenes, are tasked with the delicate job of influencing events from a distance. They are adept at sowing discord, instigating rivalries, and undermining established institutions, all in the service of a larger agenda that favors the unpredictable and the mutable. Their contributions may not always be immediately visible, yet their actions set the stage for dramatic shifts that resonate throughout the wider conflict. In their subtle machinations, they embody the paradox of deliberate chance, orchestrating outcomes that defy simple explanation while aligning with the broader vision of ceaseless metamorphosis. Alongside these core groups are individuals whose ambitions converge with the overarching theme of ceaseless reinvention. These are the ambitious souls who, driven by personal aspirations, willingly place themselves at the crossroads of destiny and transformation. Often rising from the ranks of conventional society, they find that the call to reforge their own identity is irresistible. Their journey is marked by an inner struggle that mirrors the external upheavals they help to propagate. They serve as a bridge between the mundane and the extraordinary, their actions motivated by an insatiable hunger for change that mirrors the very essence of the force they follow. Lastly, an assortment of ideological factions, each with its own distinct interpretation of the principles of change, contributes to this intricate mosaic. While some advocate for a radical reordering of society through overt acts of rebellion and subversion, others pursue a more measured approach, aiming to integrate the winds of transformation into existing structures. Despite their differences, all these groups share an unwavering belief in the power of evolution, whether that be through the slow accumulation of hidden knowledge or the explosive reconfiguration of the status quo. Their diverse methodologies and contrasting philosophies enrich the overall narrative, ensuring that the pursuit of Tzeentch's ultimate purpose is anything but monolithic. In this grand tableau, every faction plays a role that, while distinct, interlocks seamlessly with the others. Each group contributes its unique perspective on the nature of change, and together they form a complex network of ambition, mysticism, and subterfuge. Their collective influence creates an ever-shifting dynamic that not only challenges established orders, but also paves the way for a future defined by endless possibility. As these key players pursue their individual paths within the larger cosmic drama, they help shape a narrative that remains as unpredictable as the force at its core, inviting continual re-examination of the very principles that govern existence. In the era preceding the surge of cosmic ambition, subtle disturbances in the natural order began to manifest across countless realms. A series of minor upheavals, barely noticeable to most inhabitants of the universe, gradually converged into a powerful momentum that would eventually reshape destiny itself. These initial stirrings were marked by unexplained phenomena and fleeting disruptions in the established equilibrium, each a whisper of the monumental changes that were soon to unfold. Small anomalies in the flow of time and inexplicable shifts in the natural energies of existence hinted at forces at work far beyond mortal comprehension. At the heart of these developments lay a network of interwoven events that, while seemingly insignificant on their own, collectively set the stage for an unprecedented cosmic transformation. Across distant worlds and obscure dimensions, ancient relics and lost texts began to resurface, each bearing cryptic messages about the nature of progress and evolution. Scholars and seers reported dreams and visions filled with symbols of renewal and decay, their interpretations varying as widely as the cultures that experienced them. In remote corners of the universe, traditions that had long been forgotten were suddenly revived, as if driven by an instinctual pull toward a future unbound by the constraints of the past. Simultaneously, the natural cycles that had governed life, death, and rebirth started to exhibit anomalies. Seasons shifted in unpredictable ways, and the rhythms of the cosmos were disturbed by pulsating waves of raw energy that defied the regular patterns of celestial mechanics. This disruption affected everything from the blooming of ancient forests to the rise and fall of once mighty empires, signaling that forces beyond conventional understanding were preparing to redefine the parameters of existence. In this atmosphere of flux, ancient prophecies once dismissed as myth began to acquire a new sense of urgency, their warnings and promises now resonating with a clarity that demanded attention. Political and social structures across countless societies experienced unexpected transformations. Established hierarchies were challenged not through overt rebellion alone, but by the gradual erosion of traditional beliefs and the emergence of innovative ideas that questioned long-held doctrines. Intellectual movements gained momentum, propelled by an insatiable thirst for knowledge and the promise of unlocking hidden potentials. These movements were not the result of sudden enlightenment, but evolved slowly, fueled by the cumulative effect of countless small shifts in perception. As these ideas spread, they ignited a collective curiosity that transcended cultural and geographic boundaries, uniting disparate peoples under the banner of change. Technological and mystical advancements also played a crucial role in shaping the prelude to this transformative period. In laboratories and arcane sanctums alike, researchers and practitioners uncovered new methods of harnessing energies that had long been relegated to the realm of myth. Inventions and rituals once thought to be relics of an ancient past were revived and reinterpreted, offering fresh insights into the nature of existence. This renaissance of discovery was not purely scientific nor solely spiritual. It represented a synthesis of disciplines that challenged the very notion of static knowledge. In the wake of these revelations, communities and institutions began to question the rigidity of their traditions, opening the door to radical reinterpretations of what had once been considered immutable truths. In parallel, subtle power struggles emerged among those who had long operated behind the scenes, influencing events without attracting public scrutiny. These covert contests were not merely the result of personal ambition, but were driven by an inherent desire to align with the transformative energies that were gradually permeating every aspect of life. Hidden networks of influence shifted their allegiances in response to the changing tides, preparing to exploit the impending chaos to further their own agendas. This quiet realignment of loyalties, while unremarkable in isolation, became a critical factor in the broader movement toward a new cosmic order. The interplay between these clandestine machinations and the overt cultural and technological shifts created a fertile ground for the realization of a destiny long foretold. Moreover, natural disasters and inexplicable cosmic events added an element of urgency to the unfolding scenario. Cataclysmic storms, tremors that reverberated through the very foundations of ancient structures, and other phenomena that defied conventional explanation all served to remind the inhabitants of the universe that change was not only imminent but also unavoidable. These events, occurring with increasing frequency, eroded the sense of stability that had once characterized the known order of things. In the minds of many, they signaled the closing of one chapter and the uncertain dawn of another, an era where the familiar would be irrevocably altered by forces that transcended simple explanation. All of these threads, woven together through time and space, led inexorably to a point where the potential for a fundamental shift became undeniable. The accumulation of these varied influences, whether manifesting in the resurgence of ancient lore, the quiet revolution in societal beliefs, or the subtle realignments of power, contributed to a state of tension and anticipation. This tension was not merely a backdrop, but the very catalyst that propelled the universe toward a radical new phase of existence. In retrospect, it is clear that the convergence of these diverse elements was no accident. Rather, it was the natural outcome of a long process of evolution, one that set the stage for the grand design to come into focus. As the cosmos began to realign under the subtle yet inexorable influence of transformative forces, a series of distinct phases unfolded, each marking a significant milestone in the evolution of events tied to Tzeentch's overarching ambition. These stages represent the unfolding of an intricate design, a progression where hidden plans and far-reaching ambitions gradually manifested into observable realities. Although some events may seem to echo the earlier murmurs of change, the evolution itself follows a distinct trajectory that charts a unique course toward the eventual realization of a grand, unfathomable purpose. The initial phase witnessed the gradual emergence of disturbances across various dimensions, marking the moment when latent energies found expression in sporadic bursts. These sparks of transformation appeared in myriad forms: a sudden shift in cosmic alignments, unexplained surges in mystical power, and fleeting episodes of profound alteration in the very fabric of existence. This period was characterized by isolated instances of metamorphosis, each an independent yet interconnected signal that a larger pattern was being woven. The unfolding events during this time were subtle enough to be dismissed by many as anomalies, yet they collectively set the stage for more dramatic developments to come. As the energy of transformation grew more potent, the next phase unfolded with an acceleration of change that touched numerous realms simultaneously. In this period, disparate events that had once been isolated began to coalesce into a network of interdependent occurrences. Each instance of sudden reordering or unexpected shift acted as a catalyst, prompting a cascade of reactions that swept across various spheres of existence. The effects were not uniform. Some regions experienced rapid evolution, while others underwent gradual yet persistent modification. This differential pace created pockets of intense activity, where the interplay of emerging forces reshaped landscapes and ideologies alike. The events of this stage signified a turning tide, a moment when the scattered seeds of transformation began to intertwine and influence one another in increasingly complex ways. Following this surge, the progression moved into a phase marked by the synthesis of disparate elements into a more cohesive manifestation of transformative intent. In this stage, the interactions between cosmic energies, mystic forces, and the inherent drive for evolution reached a new level of integration. The evolving pattern started to adopt a recognizable rhythm, suggesting that the chaotic interplay was gradually being channeled into a directed force. Subtle adjustments in the structure of reality began to reveal a blueprint, a plan that was both elusive and precise. Although this phase did not yet reveal the ultimate destination of the cosmic rearrangement, it indicated that the forces at work were aligning themselves in accordance with an underlying design that transcended simple chance. As the synthesis deepened, a subsequent phase emerged where the scope of transformation expanded beyond isolated sectors to encompass vast regions of existence. This stage was characterized by the confluence of multiple transformative energies, each contributing to an ever-widening circle of influence. The convergence of these dynamic forces led to sweeping shifts that redefined established orders and heralded the birth of new paradigms. It was during this period that the cascading effects of earlier changes began to converge, creating a landscape where the boundaries between the old and the new became increasingly blurred. The cumulative impact of these transformations set in motion a chain reaction that resonated across multiple levels of reality, signaling that the direction of change was both deliberate and far-reaching. The penultimate stage in this unfolding chronology saw the consolidation of the emerging order, where the raw energies of transformation began to solidify into enduring structures and principles. During this consolidation, transient manifestations gave way to more stable forms, each acting as a cornerstone in the emerging framework of reality. The forces that had once seemed ephemeral now took on a more permanent character, with lasting modifications to the laws that governed existence. This period of stabilization did not signal an end to the transformative process. Rather, it laid the foundation upon which further, even more profound changes could be built. The stabilization phase served as both a culmination of earlier efforts and a launching point for the next leap forward, a bridge between the chaotic inception of change and its ultimate realization. In the final observable phase of this evolution, the cumulative effects of all previous stages began to converge toward a state that hinted at the fulfillment of a vast, overarching design. Here, the intricate interplay of energies and events reached a point of apparent climax, where the emergent patterns coalesced into a new order that bore the unmistakable mark of deliberate reconfiguration. The resulting state of affairs, while still in a state of flux, suggested that the transformative process had not been arbitrary, but had instead been guided by a precise, if inscrutable, intention. Although the eventual outcome remains a matter of interpretation and speculation, the clear progression from scattered anomalies to a consolidated, expansive order underscores the idea that these events were not random, but part of a coherent, forward-moving progression. Each of these stages contributes to a deeper understanding of how an initially imperceptible force of transformation can gradually reshape reality through a series of interconnected, cumulative developments. The evolution from isolated disturbances to a vast, integrated system of change encapsulates the essence of a process that is both deliberate and dynamic, laying the groundwork for an ultimate expression of Tzeentch's profound and intricate ambition. In the midst of an ever-shifting cosmos, a singular occurrence emerged that would redefine the entire trajectory of events. This moment, a decisive juncture in the unfolding narrative, crystallized the latent potential of countless subtle shifts into a clear and unmistakable declaration of purpose. It was not a gradual fade into new order, but rather an unmistakable act that served as both culmination and catalyst, a decision that irrevocably altered the balance of power and possibility. At this critical moment, the interplay of myriad influences converged to produce an event that transcended the ordinary, demanding attention from every corner of existence. The very fabric of reality seemed to pause, as if holding its breath in anticipation of what was about to unfold. In the silence that preceded the turning point, energies that had long been gathering momentum suddenly found a focus. What had been a diffuse and scattered array of potentialities coalesced into a singular act, as if guided by an unseen hand that recognized the necessity of a bold, decisive measure. The decision at the heart of this event was not the result of a spontaneous whim, but the outcome of a prolonged process of subtle adjustments and whispered changes. For eons, forces had been at work, nudging the cosmos toward a state of flux, gradually eroding old boundaries and paving the way for an unforeseen future. Then, in one defining moment, the latent energies of countless realities were harnessed in a manner that left no room for ambiguity. This was the moment when the hidden architecture of destiny revealed itself, a point of inflection where the delicate balance between possibility and certainty was irrevocably tipped. The nature of the decision was as profound as it was enigmatic. It was an assertion that the path toward unbounded evolution was not only desirable but necessary, a bold affirmation that the constraints of the past were meant to be shattered. In a decisive act, a monumental choice was made: to embrace the total reordering of existence, to cast aside the worn-out patterns that had long governed the flow of life, and to open the door to a realm of radical innovation and perpetual reinvention. This was not a call for mere disruption, but rather a deliberate move toward a future that promised to redefine every known aspect of order and chaos alike. As this key moment unfolded, its effects rippled outward in all directions. The decision resonated across different planes of reality, sending shockwaves that dismantled old structures and compelled established forces to reassess their positions. In its wake, the cosmic equilibrium was disturbed in a manner that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, a sudden surge that demanded a complete rethinking of long-held assumptions. The moment was charged with an intensity that defied simple explanation. It was as if the very laws that had governed existence were being rewritten in real time. Observers of this event, whether mortal or otherwise, were struck by the clarity and resolve embedded in this act. It was a choice made not in haste, but with a profound understanding of the consequences it would entail. The decision carried with it an undeniable vision, a blueprint for a future where every fragment of reality would be reimagined, every rule would be questioned, and every boundary would be redrawn. It was a commitment to a path that rejected the static in favor of the dynamic, the fixed in favor of the fluid. The ramifications were immediate and far-reaching, as the act served to propel the unfolding saga into a new phase of existence where the potential for reinvention was unleashed in full measure. In the aftermath of this decisive moment, there was no turning back. The choice had set into motion a chain of events that would alter not only the immediate environment, but also the broader structure of the universe. The clear and unyielding declaration embodied in that act signaled a departure from previous paradigms, a resolute statement that the pursuit of limitless possibility was paramount. The decision acted as a fulcrum around which all subsequent actions would pivot, its impact resonating in the formation of new alliances, the dissolution of old orders, and the emergence of unforeseen challenges and opportunities. What made this event particularly significant was its role as a fulcrum point, a clear demarcation between what had been and what was now possible. The bold choice represented a deliberate severing of ties with outdated constructs, a renunciation of the past in favor of an uncharted future. It was as if the cosmos itself had been given a fresh directive, a mandate to seek out and embrace every conceivable form of growth and transformation. In that singular act, the potential for a radical shift in the nature of existence was both unleashed and embraced, setting a precedent that would influence all future developments. Ultimately, the key event was not simply a moment of dramatic upheaval, but a profound decision that encapsulated the essence of boundless ambition. It was a clear demonstration that, when the accumulated forces of evolution are allowed to converge with unwavering determination, the resulting outcome is nothing short of revolutionary. This decision, as monumental as it was, served to cement a new direction, a direction defined by the relentless pursuit of progress and the unwavering belief in the possibility of a future unshackled by the limitations of yesterday. The cosmic order experienced an almost immediate shockwave following the decisive act that reconfigured the balance of energies in the universe. A palpable shift took hold of reality as structures, both visible and unseen, began to waver in response to a surge of transformative power. The effects rippled across the myriad layers of existence, causing sudden and unexpected disturbances that unsettled long-standing arrangements. In countless sectors of the cosmos, established constants were thrown into disarray, as if an unseen hand had jerked the lever of fate with unerring precision. In the wake of this event, ancient systems that had once provided stability faltered, leaving a void where certainty once reigned. The sudden influx of potent energies precipitated a cascade of reactions that altered the dynamics of space and time. Celestial bodies shifted in their orbits, and the fundamental laws that had long governed natural phenomena were reinterpreted in real time. This disruption was not confined to isolated regions. Its influence extended universally, leaving traces of its impact in every corner of existence. As the familiar gave way to the unanticipated, inhabitants across diverse realms found themselves confronted with a reality that defied previous expectations. The immediate effects were visible in the reordering of natural cycles. Weather patterns that had adhered to predictable rhythms became erratic, and the balance between creation and decay was thrown off kilter. Ecosystems, once harmoniously tuned to the pulse of the cosmos, experienced periods of intense fluctuation as the raw energies surged into areas previously untouched by such force. These shifts triggered a spontaneous reorganization of life, as species and environments adapted rapidly to new conditions. The interplay between destruction and rebirth accelerated, driving an evolutionary leap that, though unpredictable, hinted at a new phase of existence. Simultaneously, the flow of mystical energies underwent a radical transformation. Long-held reservoirs of power that had been tapped by practitioners of the arcane suddenly surged in intensity. The concentration of magical forces, once dispersed and controlled, coalesced into potent streams that defied earlier limitations. Sorcerers and scholars observed unprecedented manifestations of power as phenomena once considered mythic became tangible forces influencing the fabric of reality. These dramatic surges in mystical energy served not only as a catalyst for the ongoing evolution, but also as a stark reminder that the universe was in the midst of a fundamental realignment. At a more abstract level, the immediate impact was felt in the realm of perception and ideology. Beliefs that had been the foundation of civilizations were challenged by the sudden demonstration of uncontrollable change. Communities that had long relied on conventional wisdom were forced to re-examine their understanding of destiny and the nature of progress. In this atmosphere of uncertainty, many experienced a profound internal transformation as the realization dawned that the universe was no longer governed by immutable rules, but by a dynamic force that embraced flux and possibility. The psychological effect was as transformative as the physical, igniting a surge of creative thought and radical reimagination of what the future could hold. Social structures and political systems, too, were not spared from the shock. Leaders and institutions found themselves grappling with the rapid emergence of new paradigms that questioned the legitimacy of traditional authority. The sudden upending of established orders generated a fertile environment for radical ideas to take root, sparking movements aimed at harnessing the potential of the changing cosmos. In cities and citadels across countless worlds, debates and conflicts erupted as various factions vied to understand and control the unpredictable energy that had been unleashed. The resulting instability, though challenging, also paved the way for innovative solutions that promised to redefine the organization of society. On a cosmic scale, the immediate impact was marked by a striking visual and sensory metamorphosis. The heavens themselves were transformed as if painted anew by an otherworldly brush, with vibrant hues and shifting patterns replacing the familiar staid constellations. Phenomena such as auroras of indescribable color and light streaks that defied conventional physics became common sights, serving as tangible evidence of the new order taking shape. This visual spectacle was more than a mere adornment. It was a manifestation of the deep underlying changes that were rewriting the very code of existence. In summary, the immediate effects of the transformative decision sent shockwaves through every facet of the universe. From the tangible reordering of cosmic structures to the profound shifts in mystical energies and ideological beliefs, the impact was both pervasive and profound. The old certainties crumbled under the weight of sudden radical change, ushering in an era where unpredictability and evolution reigned supreme. Every corner of the cosmos felt the tremors of this upheaval, marking the dawn of a new phase in which the nature of existence itself was being redefined in real time. In the realm of esoteric debate and fan-driven discussion, several unique elements stand out when considering the ultimate objective behind Tzeentch's design. One of the most fascinating aspects centers on the concept of fate itself. Unlike many deities or cosmic entities whose ambitions are expressed through overt domination or clear-cut conquest, Tzeentch's focus lies in the constant reshaping of destiny. This notion has sparked countless discussions among enthusiasts who dissect the philosophical underpinnings of a force that seemingly exists to challenge the very idea of predetermined order. The idea that fate is a malleable construct rather than a fixed decree opens avenues for interpretations ranging from radical liberation to subtle manipulation, and it is this ambiguity that captivates the community. Another distinctive feature frequently explored is the interplay between knowledge and transformation. Fans are drawn to the paradoxical relationship where the pursuit of hidden wisdom becomes both a means and an end. Tzeentch is often seen not simply as a bringer of chaos, but as a keeper of forbidden lore, encouraging his followers to embrace change by uncovering secrets that defy conventional understanding. This emphasis on the transformative power of knowledge has led to elaborate theories on how the acquisition of esoteric insights can alter reality itself. Debates rage over whether such insights empower individuals to shape their own destinies, or if they inevitably serve a larger, unfathomable scheme that further the cause of unending metamorphosis. The symbolism associated with Tzeentch also occupies a significant place in community discussions. Intricate patterns, swirling motifs, and shifting hues are not merely artistic expressions but are thought to represent the multifaceted nature of change. These symbols, often rendered in elaborate artworks and discussed in fan forums, evoke an image of perpetual motion, a reminder that nothing remains static and that every moment holds the seed of future transformation. This visual language has become a unifying theme, inspiring fan creations and serving as a metaphorical shorthand for the fluid boundaries between order and chaos. The intricate symbolism thus not only enriches the lore, but also acts as a catalyst for ongoing conversations about the nature of reality and the power of constant evolution. Discussions also frequently delve into the interplay of chance and destiny. Tzeentch's main goal is often interpreted as the orchestration of events that force every participant to confront the uncertainty inherent in life. Fans argue that the seemingly random nature of fate is, in fact, a meticulously crafted tapestry woven with threads of deliberate unpredictability. This idea challenges the conventional wisdom that randomness is synonymous with disorder, proposing instead that within every chaotic moment lies a deeper, intentional design. Such interpretations encourage enthusiasts to re-examine their understanding of probability, risk, and the very nature of free will, suggesting that every decision, no matter how trivial, may contribute to an overarching plan that defies simplistic explanations. Another layer of uniqueness lies in the transformative potential of conflict itself. While many forces in the cosmos thrive on clear-cut battles or overt wars, Tzeentch is reputed to kindle internal strife and intellectual upheaval. The resulting discord is not merely destructive, but is viewed as an essential precursor to radical change. This perspective posits that the pain and uncertainty induced by internal conflicts are necessary steps toward a more profound, long-lasting transformation. Such a view resonates deeply with those who see evolution as a process marked by trials and tribulations, where every setback ultimately lays the groundwork for a rebirth. The idea that strife and adversity can serve as conduits for progress has fostered rich discussions, with fans debating the merits of turmoil as an agent of change. Additionally, the duality of Tzeentch's influence presents another captivating topic. His presence embodies both the promise of new beginnings and the specter of total obliteration. This duality, where creation and destruction are inextricably linked, has fueled debates over the true nature of progress. Is the goal to usher in an era of unprecedented opportunity, or is it to dismantle the old in a way that leaves only uncertainty in its wake? The tension between these opposing outcomes creates a fertile ground for speculation and analysis as community members explore various scenarios that range from optimistic renewal to bleak, transformative collapse. The discussion of this duality underscores the complexity of his ambition, inviting a multitude of interpretations that reflect the diverse perspectives of those who engage with his mythos. Lastly, the metaphysical implications of Tzeentch's agenda have prompted enthusiasts to explore ideas beyond the immediate realm of physical existence. His influence is said to extend into dimensions where time and space intertwine in unexpected ways, challenging the limits of conventional thought. The suggestion that change operates on levels that are simultaneously tangible and abstract has led to imaginative theories regarding alternate realities and layered existences. Fans debate how shifts in these obscure realms might mirror or even dictate events in the material world, and whether such interactions are governed by hidden laws or spontaneous, emergent phenomena. This metaphysical dimension of Tzeentch's purpose provides a captivating canvas upon which to project ideas about the ultimate nature of transformation, further blurring the lines between myth and reality. Each of these unique aspects contributes to a broader understanding of what many believe to be Tzeentch's central aim. The fan community's lively discussions continue to probe these layers, constantly pushing the boundaries of established lore. Whether it is through the exploration of fate's fluidity, the transformative power of knowledge, the evocative symbolism, the balance of chance and destiny, the creative potential of internal conflict, the inherent duality, or the metaphysical realms beyond ordinary perception, Tzeentch's influence remains a source of endless fascination. It is this multiplicity of perspectives and the perpetual drive to reinterpret his legacy that ensure his goal remains a vibrant and enduring topic of debate, constantly inviting fresh insights and innovative interpretations from every corner of the community. Throughout the ages, a select group of remarkable individuals has come to embody the intricate interplay of ambition, intellect, and the ever-shifting tide of destiny that lies at the heart of Tzeentch's enigmatic purpose. These figures, forged by their relentless pursuit of transformation and mastery over the mutable forces of change, offer a fascinating study in contrasts. Their journeys, marked by extraordinary vision and profound internal conflict, illuminate the multifaceted nature of cosmic evolution. Each personality carries a unique blend of strengths and vulnerabilities, contributing distinct layers of complexity to the overarching narrative. One such figure is known for an uncanny foresight and a boundless hunger for esoteric knowledge. This visionary has dedicated their life to unraveling the secret codes woven into the fabric of reality, believing that true power lies in understanding the hidden patterns that govern existence. Their remarkable analytical mind enables them to foresee subtle shifts in the cosmic order, allowing them to anticipate events that others deem impossible to predict. However, this strength is tempered by a deep-seated isolation. Their relentless quest for understanding has often driven them away from the comforts of communal life. The visionary's singular focus on deciphering the grand design of transformation leaves them susceptible to bouts of despair, when the weight of universal uncertainty becomes overwhelming. Their journey is a constant battle between the desire for clarity and the ever-present shadow of doubt. Another outstanding personality emerges as a master of manipulation and subterfuge, a cunning strategist whose brilliance lies in their ability to orchestrate events from behind the scenes. This individual thrives on intricate plans and layered deceptions, weaving schemes that ripple outward with unforeseen consequences. Their capacity to influence both the course of events and the minds of others is legendary, earning them both admiration and suspicion among their peers. Yet, the very art of manipulation that serves as their strength also constitutes a profound weakness. Their reliance on intricate subterfuge often leaves them entangled in webs of their own making, with trust and loyalty being rare currencies in their dealings. Their inner world is a labyrinth of calculated risks and fleeting alliances, where every decision is both an act of daring brilliance and a potential step towards self-destruction. In stark contrast stands a figure whose approach to the forces of change is deeply rooted in passion and raw emotional intensity. This fervent soul channels their inner turmoil into a driving force for radical reinvention, embodying a relentless energy that refuses to be contained by established norms. Their charisma and fiery spirit inspire others to embrace uncertainty and challenge the status quo. Despite these inspiring qualities, their impetuous nature can lead to impulsive decisions that sometimes undermine their broader strategic aims. Their strength lies in their unbridled creativity and willingness to risk everything for a glimpse of a new dawn, yet their lack of measured restraint occasionally transforms potential triumphs into chaotic setbacks. Their journey is a testament to the power of passion tempered by the necessity for careful judgment, a delicate balance that defines their role in the ever-evolving landscape of change. Another notable individual is celebrated for their profound insight into the metaphysical realms, where the boundaries between tangible reality and abstract possibility blur. This philosopher of the arcane has spent years exploring the interplay between ritual, symbolism, and the deeper undercurrents of cosmic energy. Their insights have not only enriched the lore surrounding transformation, but have also provided practical guidance for those seeking to harness the unpredictable forces at play. Their intellectual rigor and reflective nature make them a respected mentor to many. However, this same depth of contemplation sometimes isolates them from immediate pragmatic concerns. Their propensity for introspection and theoretical debate can render them less effective in situations requiring swift, decisive action. Nonetheless, their contributions remain invaluable as they continually challenge established paradigms and inspire others to view change not as a threat, but as an invitation to transcend limitations. A further personality of note is defined by an inherent duality, a synthesis of creativity and ruthlessness that pushes the envelope of conventional wisdom. This complex character embodies the paradox of transformation, a relentless drive to dismantle what is familiar while simultaneously constructing a visionary blueprint for the future. Their strength is found in their adaptability and their unyielding determination to overcome any obstacle in pursuit of their grand design. Yet, this very duality also seeds internal conflicts. Their capacity for both benevolence and cruelty creates a constant tension that can destabilize their long-term ambitions. This personality's dynamic nature often leaves observers in awe as they navigate the fine line between visionary leadership and self-destructive tendencies. Their ongoing struggle to reconcile opposing forces within themselves mirrors the broader cosmic dance of creation and destruction, making them a living embodiment of Tzeentch's intricate mandate. Lastly, among these influential figures, one personality stands out for their mastery over symbolic expression and ritualistic innovation. Known for integrating art, myth, and doctrine into a cohesive framework, this individual transforms abstract concepts into tangible practices that resonate with both the initiated and the uninitiated. Their work is celebrated for its capacity to bridge the gap between the intellectual and the visceral, offering a holistic vision of what transformation can achieve. While their creative genius is widely admired, it also attracts challenges in the form of ideological rigidity. Their deeply held beliefs sometimes clash with evolving interpretations of the cosmic order, leading to conflicts with others who view change through a different lens. Nevertheless, their enduring influence lies in their ability to inspire a new generation to perceive the world not as a static entity, but as a canvas awaiting the vibrant strokes of continual reinvention. Each of these personalities contributes a unique perspective to the dialogue surrounding the fundamental goal of Tzeentch. Their strengths, whether in foresight, manipulation, passion, metaphysical insight, or symbolic innovation, serve to push the boundaries of what is possible. At the same time, their inherent weaknesses remind us that the pursuit of transformation is fraught with personal sacrifice, internal strife, and the constant need to balance ambition with humility. Through their lives and actions, they collectively illustrate the diverse paths by which one may engage with the profound mystery of change, offering a rich tapestry of ideas that continues to fuel debate and inspire wonder among those who seek to understand the true nature of cosmic evolution. The mysteries surrounding the ultimate objective of Tzeentch continue to provoke lively debate and fuel speculation, with numerous unresolved questions and competing theories that leave the community divided. One of the most captivating puzzles is the true nature of his ambition. Some argue that his design is to facilitate an endless cycle of reinvention, a process by which every aspect of existence is subject to constant flux. Yet there remains an ongoing discussion over whether this endless cycle is a means to an ultimate end, a final transformation that ushers in a new cosmic order, or simply an eternal state of perpetual transition with no definitive conclusion. This fundamental question about the end goal of transformation is a point of contention that challenges the very concept of progress in a universe where nothing is ever static. Another significant area of debate centers on the role of free will versus predestination. Numerous theories propose that Tzeentch's influence manipulates the strands of fate so intricately that every choice and event, no matter how minute, is part of a grand design. However, skeptics counter that if every outcome is predetermined by a hidden blueprint of constant change, then the very notion of individual agency becomes an illusion. This leads to a broader philosophical inquiry. Is the transformation he champions truly liberating, or is it a subtle mechanism that confines sentient beings to a predetermined path masked as freedom? The ambiguity in this interpretation fuels passionate discussions, with some theorizing that Tzeentch's goal might be to obscure the boundaries between chance and destiny, rendering the concept of free will as fluid and unpredictable as the transformations he inspires. The symbolism associated with Tzeentch also gives rise to unresolved questions about the nature of his power. Intricate emblems and shifting motifs have been interpreted in myriad ways, with each symbol offering a different perspective on his purpose. Some fans suggest that these symbols represent hidden layers of meaning that point to a secret codex of evolution, while others see them as mere artistic representations meant to evoke a sense of awe and mystery. The lack of a definitive interpretation has led to a proliferation of theories that range from numerological patterns to esoteric systems of thought, with no single theory gaining consensus. This multiplicity of symbolic interpretations continues to challenge the community, as every new discovery or reinterpretation adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing discussion. A further unresolved issue is the relationship between Tzeentch's actions and the broader cosmic narrative. There is an enduring question as to whether his maneuvers serve a larger, hidden agenda that intersects with the destinies of other cosmic forces, or if his goal exists in isolation as the embodiment of transformation itself. Some theorists maintain that Tzeentch's actions are designed to catalyze a universal shift, one that brings all other cosmic influences into alignment with the principles of evolution. Others argue that his agenda is self-contained, a singular purpose that exists independently of any external cosmic drama. This debate over interconnectedness versus isolation raises important questions about the hierarchy of influence among cosmic forces and whether the goal of transformation is a cooperative enterprise or a solitary pursuit. The impact of temporal and dimensional fluctuations further complicates the discussion. There is an ongoing inquiry into whether the changes instigated by Tzeentch have a linear progression or if they operate in a non-linear, almost fractal manner that defies conventional time. This has led to theories that propose the existence of multiple timelines or parallel realities, each influenced in different ways by his agenda. Such theories suggest that what may appear as a singular, overarching goal could, in fact, be a composite of several objectives that vary across different dimensions of existence. The possibility that Tzeentch's influence is dispersed across multiple layers of reality introduces a host of unresolved questions regarding the nature of time, the structure of the cosmos, and the true extent of his transformative power. Additionally, the notion of balance versus imbalance remains a contentious point. While some theories assert that Tzeentch's actions ultimately serve to restore a deeper, albeit paradoxical, equilibrium to the universe by dismantling outdated structures and enabling new growth, others argue that his interventions perpetually tip the scales toward chaos. This dichotomy raises the question of whether there is an inherent endpoint to his efforts, a moment when the forces of change coalesce into a final state of harmony or disharmony, or whether the process is inherently endless and self-sustaining. The debate over whether balance can ever be achieved in a system designed to evolve indefinitely is one of the most enduring and unresolved topics, inviting both scientific speculation and philosophical reflection. Another area ripe with unresolved questions involves the personal sacrifices and moral ambiguities that might be intrinsic to Tzeentch's grand design. Some propose that the pursuit of radical transformation comes at a steep cost, not only to the individuals caught in its wake, but to the fabric of reality itself. This leads to speculative discussions about the ethical dimensions of his influence, whether his goal, despite its promise of liberation and reinvention, inherently involves a degree of suffering or loss that might ultimately undermine the benefits of change. The ethical implications of transformation and whether the end justifies the means in the cosmic theater orchestrated by Tzeentch remain a deeply divisive subject among theorists and fans alike. In essence, the unresolved questions surrounding the main goal of Tzeentch are as multifaceted and elusive as the entity itself. From the fundamental nature of transformation and the interplay of fate and free will to the symbolic language of change and the complex relationships between cosmic forces, every theory opens new avenues for inquiry. The absence of definitive answers only serves to enrich the ongoing dialogue, inviting continual reinterpretation and imaginative exploration. It is this persistent ambiguity that not only defines Tzeentch's allure, but also ensures that his agenda remains a vibrant and provocative subject for endless debate and scholarly inquiry within the community. Over time, the transformative agenda set in motion by Tzeentch leaves an indelible imprint on the universe, reshaping not only its physical structure, but also the underlying principles that govern existence. As epochs pass, the relentless drive toward change gradually permeates every aspect of reality, from the arrangement of celestial bodies to the evolution of life and culture. In this long-term vision, the consequences are multifaceted, intertwining elements of progress with unforeseen challenges that blur the line between creation and destruction. One potential outcome is the emergence of entirely new cosmic architectures. As ancient systems give way to fresh configurations, the once stable constructs of space and time may evolve into complex, interwoven networks of energy and matter. These emergent structures could harbor environments that defy conventional physics, giving rise to phenomena previously unimaginable. Over millennia, the very fabric of the universe might become a dynamic, self-modifying entity where boundaries between different realms are continually redrawn. In such a scenario, what is considered orderly and chaotic may merge into a new paradigm, making the traditional dichotomy obsolete and replacing it with a fluid continuum that adapts to the ever-changing interplay of forces. In parallel, the evolution of sentient life is likely to be profoundly affected. As the cosmos shifts, beings across countless worlds may encounter radical changes in their environment, forcing them to adapt in ways that challenge their survival and cultural identity. On one hand, this metamorphosis could foster unprecedented innovation, driving societies to embrace novel technologies and philosophies that harness the potential of a mutable reality. The infusion of transformative energy might stimulate breakthroughs in science, art, and spirituality, inspiring a renaissance of thought that celebrates evolution as a fundamental force of progress. This optimistic vision envisions a future where adaptability and resilience become the hallmarks of advanced civilizations, enabling them to thrive in a universe that is in constant flux. Conversely, the same forces of transformation carry inherent risks that could precipitate widespread instability. As established orders disintegrate, there exists the possibility of prolonged periods of turmoil and disorientation. Societies that are unprepared for rapid shifts may experience internal strife as traditional institutions and belief systems crumble under the weight of incessant change. The erosion of familiar structures could give way to chaos on a scale that disrupts not only individual lives, but also the broader tapestry of interstellar alliances and rivalries. In this more pessimistic view, the pursuit of radical transformation might eventually lead to a fragmented universe where order is sacrificed on the altar of constant reinvention, leaving behind a legacy of perpetual uncertainty and conflict. Another significant long-term effect is the alteration of the metaphysical landscape. As the boundaries between the tangible and the abstract blur, the collective understanding of existence may shift toward a more integrated perspective. This could result in the emergence of new philosophical paradigms that reconcile the seemingly disparate elements of destiny, free will, and cosmic design. Over time, these new frameworks might not only influence the intellectual pursuits of civilizations, but also manifest in practical applications, such as the development of technologies that tap into previously unknown dimensions of energy. The potential for such breakthroughs carries the promise of elevating life to new heights, enabling beings to explore the universe in ways that were once relegated to the realm of myth and legend. Additionally, the enduring influence of Tzeentch's mandate may also catalyze a profound transformation in the very concept of progress. In a universe where change is both inevitable and unpredictable, traditional metrics of success, stability, permanence, and order might be redefined. Future generations may come to value flexibility and innovation over rigid adherence to historical paradigms. This reorientation of values could inspire a cultural shift that celebrates uncertainty as a creative force rather than a destructive one. In this light, the long-term consequences of transformation are not solely measured by the physical reconfiguration of the cosmos, but also by the evolution of thought and societal ideals that emerge in its wake. At the same time, ethical considerations become increasingly complex. The ongoing process of transformation forces a reevaluation of what constitutes progress and whether the benefits of radical change justify its inherent costs. The trade-offs between evolution and stability may provoke enduring debates about the price of advancement, as new systems of morality emerge to guide behavior in a reality where the only constant is change. In this context, future societies might be compelled to navigate a delicate balance between embracing the promise of a boundless future and preserving the core values that provide meaning and coherence in a rapidly shifting world. Ultimately, the long-term ramifications of Tzeentch's vision extend far beyond immediate upheavals. They redefine the trajectory of cosmic evolution itself. Whether the outcomes are ultimately perceived as positive or negative depends on the perspective adopted by future civilizations. For some, the inexorable march toward transformation represents a liberation from the constraints of a stagnant past, a gateway to limitless innovation and discovery. For others, it signals the onset of an era marked by relentless instability and the erosion of timeless truths. What is clear, however, is that the legacy of this transformative drive will continue to provoke debate, inspire art and science, and challenge every notion of what it means to exist in a universe where change is the ultimate destiny. In this unfolding future, the legacy of transformation promises to be both a catalyst for remarkable achievements and a source of profound challenges. The delicate interplay between creation and dissolution will ensure that the journey ahead remains as unpredictable as it is compelling, inviting each new generation to redefine the parameters of progress in a cosmos where every moment is imbued with the potential for radical reinvention.